My job was to look over the R&D programs inside of the business, review their R&D projects, get insights from experts, read papers, and provide insights to the executives that were running, and then also be a part of the business development part of selling and buying businesses. But one day I was called to the CFO's office, the Vice President of Finance, Hank McKinnell, and he asked me to do a special project, which turned out to change my entire career. And this was a side project. And the ask was, why is it that we buy these little companies? They're so innovative, they're so disruptive, they're doing amazing things. We buy them, and then all the innovations that they do after that are just so incremental and they don't really have much impact anymore. Like, what's going on? I went out and interviewed all the founders and founding teams of those startups. I then interviewed the teams that were executing on the same projects internally. Many of them were different. The founders had scattered and observed some big differences. And one of the big differences was, where does it all start? When they're on their own and they're an innovator and they're out in the world, they're just trying to solve a problem. And they're really trying to address a need. And they're looking out against all the possible technologies to solve that need and saying, which one is the best to solve my need? Once they become a successful balloon catheter company and they're acquired by Pfizer, and you're in the angioplasty business and you're making balloons, they're asking the question, hey, what else can I use this balloon for? How can I make it better, stronger, faster? Good question, but not disruptive and not big and not that innovative, and therefore less successful. So the simple observation was, if we really want to disrupt markets, create revolutionary big ideas that change the world, you need to look at the needs and start from the needs. And even if you're in a big company, forget about that investment you made in all those molders and blowers and all that stuff, and go talk to what customer do you want to focus on, and go live with that customer, see what their needs are, create a framework for understanding those needs, then start inventing. And if you're lucky enough, something you invent you've got some technology there, great. But don't go force fit a technology that you already have into a problem just because you've invested in it. That would be wrong. You want to solve the problem the best way possible.